Hey everybody, my name is Justin. Welcome to the Akashic Forecast for May 2023. A forecast in which I open the Akashic record to see what kind of messages, guidance, information is available for us, the collective, for our transformation and growth and well-being in this month coming up, this month that we're in now. It is a beautiful, beautiful forecast, a beautiful message that I cannot wait to share with you, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, again my name is Justin. Welcome to the full forecast for May 2023. So this month has a few really sweet messages and a few practical how-tos. Before I get into it, I just want to say briefly, what are the Akashic Records? For anybody who's new to any of this, the Akashic Record is the imprint and consciousness of everything, the imprint that everything makes. You might call it the universal memory of all of the universe's activity. And we can access this imprint or this record to gain insight and perspective and support and guidance for any area of our lives. So something I do with people one-on-one, where I bring them into their soul's particular imprint, and people can ask any kind of question to get at the bottom of things they really want to shift or understand. And I also open up the record of the collective, as I'm doing right now, to offer anything that the record might want to share for our support in the current month. So the first theme has to do with making change. This is a time where a lot of us are making some strides in the practicalities of our lives. New jobs, new homes, new sources of income, those important steps that we've been wanting to manifest in our lives this year are starting to actually take fruit, take action. And so they want to discuss a little bit some helpful approaches to taking steps on behalf of a wish in the heart. Because we're all now in a phase of taking action. The first quarter of 2023 was all about self-sourcing, self-resourcing, learning about what is in our heart, what is that vision, talking about it with friends and family, with therapists, counselors, or folks like me, journaling about it. And in this next quarter, we're getting into action, starting to really take steps toward those visions and those dreams. And this is natural. This isn't a thing that we are planning necessarily. It's sort of the same way birds know how to fly a certain direction in the winter, another direction in the summer. We also have seasons of activity. The heart has seasons of activity on behalf of its wishes. Also, a quick parenthesis, I do have the records open now, like I said, so I'm going to be speaking from records as I continue to film this video, but also I'll be referring to some notes from a reading I received yesterday. So, about taking steps and taking action on behalf of what we most want in our heart. The first thing they want to say is that breathing is the first step. Just breathe. The word inspire has really to do with breath. Inspiration is to take in breath. And when we breathe out, we have to do no effort. So there's a little effort to breathe in, and to breathe out is natural. In fact, breathing in is also effortless. We don't really think about it. But when we think of taking a breath, this is something that we do consciously, intentionally, and they want to point to this because it's an example of how wishes on behalf of the heart manifest. So when you take a conscious breath, there's a little bit of conscious effort to take that first inspiration. But the expiration, the breathing out, happens all on its own. You might say that like 10% of the breath is really you, and the rest is just life. And this is how wish in the heart comes into reality. We take the first step, and life, or the universe, or God, if you like using God as a term for reality, does the other 10 to 100 steps. Another image they give me is rolling a ball down a hill. So to roll the ball down the hill, we have to let the ball go. We have to give it that first push. But then gravity and life and nature and everything else does the rest of the work to get that ball all the way down. And this is the way it is with a wish in the heart. We take the first step toward it, and life, universe, God takes the next 10, 100 steps toward it, or it takes those steps toward us. There's a breakdown in some of this language and some of this imagery, because there isn't really us and life, or me and the universe. There isn't really a collaboration between this entity called me and this other entity called universe. There is only one thing happening. They really invite us to breathe deeply into this understanding in May. In May, there's a huge invitation, a huge portal of deep knowing that there is really only one thing happening. It is just all the activity of the one benevolent movement. Everything, every dream, thought, action that we consider to be personal to us is truly just an expression of the totality. It's truly part of the one big benevolent movement. The classic image of this, of course, is the wave in the ocean. The wave is possible because there is the ocean, but the wave is not somehow a separate entity. It is an expression of the endless ocean, the fathomless ocean. And we are like waves. We are contiguous and one with the ocean. So when you look at waves, the idea that only one thing is happening is very real. There is only one thing happening: water, ocean. That is what is happening. And wave is its activity. So we are like that. We are like the activity. But again, to make a separation is not quite right. So to say, I take one step, the universe takes 10 steps, like in a kind of dance, is a concession. It's a concession to how we normally see ourselves, but it's not the reality. The reality is there is one thing happening. This body-mind takes one step, and then the context, life, universe, takes the other steps that need to happen outside of this body for that wish to come true. Because a wish in the heart, as you've heard on this broadcast, these videos many times, a wish in the heart is a wish from the universe. And wishes from the universe come true. That's why they happen in your heart. That's why they're put there in you, so that they come true. Right? We are an expression of these wishes, these body minds, for real. And so one of the beautiful things that is possible when we really know that is a deep relaxation. We can truly breathe into and relax into this one benevolent activity, one benevolent flow, and that in which we take one step out of many, many, many steps that the rest of the context, all of life, takes. So that's one thing. Breathe and know that. So if you have a wish in the heart for something, make that one phone call. Arrange that one chat with that friend or acquaintance to get closer to understanding or taking steps into that vision. Do that, make that one ask, or even just do that bit of research and put it into one step. Think of it right now. Think of it right now. Make a note of it. Make that one step after this video. Just do it. Make that one email, send that one text, so that you can arrange to participate in the one benevolent flow, that wish in your heart is asking you to participate in, essentially. But again, there isn't a you and an it and all of this. It's a concession to speak this way, and the records are very aware of this. However, we have these body minds that are wired to see this as a separate or even if not separate, at least somewhat individual that must take action and enjoys like how-tos and things like this. So no problem with that at all. That is sort of the interface here. It's sort of the way this body-mind thing that we are is wired. And I want to say more about this a little further into the video. And the last thing here, when we really trust that we only have one step to do and the universe takes the other 10 or 100 or 1,000, we can take these actions with confidence, with ease, and all kinds of things start to unfold. Kismet connections, people who have just the right information or just the right opportunity to fulfill that vision or fulfill the next part of that vision just show up. And it's like, the universe is this great producer who knows just what to bring along at the right time. And that happens more and more and more and more. All right, so the next message has to do with forgiving the other mode of doing. Forgiving ourselves for the old way. So in May, there is this abundant emerald green. There's this emerald, like grass green, vibrant, like the color of vibrant forests or lawns. It's also common in the Northern Hemisphere in spring that after a lot of water, everything is so green. So it's a kind of a classic image of spring. But they want to highlight this color, this abundant, rich, deep green, as an image of this forgiveness. Green is a color of deep peace, abundant peace, which is made true, which is made felt through forgiveness. So what they're inviting here is to recognize that a lot of our conditioning is totally impersonal. And when I say conditioning, or when the records say conditioning, what they really mean is the collective belief system, the belief in the separate I, the separate me, who then has to go make things happen, who has to go make life better, make life safer, make life more whatever, happier. It is the source of an enormous amount of sorrow on the inside and conflict on the outside, because the inverse of that, I have to make it happen, is it's not happening now, and things are scarce, the scarcity mindset. And that causes, as I said, a lot of sorrow on the inside and conflict on the outside, which is the world of ego. So they're inviting that May is a space, a portal to really deeply forgive this believing mind that believes in the separate me. It is a deep conditioning in the human race, and it's utterly forgivable. So they're saying you could literally just put a hand on the heart and quietly say a prayer to yourself. May I forgive myself for believing I had to go make it happen, for believing I had to go seek and seek and seek and do it all myself. It is the collective's mind. It is the people's mind. So when we forgive that in ourselves, we are really forgiving everyone who is believing, who's doing this seeking. They really want us to appreciate and understand that this seeking is almost like the sixth sense of a human brain. It's like we have seeing and tasting and smelling and touching and hearing. And then there's this other sense, which is to seek for our survival, to scan the environment for more of what we want and problems that would be in the way or create less of what we want, and constantly work with stopping things and starting things and engineering our dream, our life. This is in a way a part of our biology and neurology to, quote, seek. So if this is in your experience in a strong way, don't get mad at yourself. It's like getting mad at yourself for having eyesight or having thoughts. I mean, there's truly no choice about it. And this portal in May is so strong to really just forgive this mind, this body for this believing. Just forgive it and have endless compassion. Endless compassion. You didn't choose to believe this stuff. It's just what we were programmed with, if you will. And we're growing through it. We're growing out of it. And that's the cool thing. Forgiveness, though, is really, really important to complete releasing these old systems, these old beliefs. You don't need to make it happen. There is no you. There is only the big you, the big one benevolent thing that's happening. No me, no universe, just one big benevolent thing, mystery. You could call it universe, whatever you like. And the last thing they want to give you for May is a question to contemplate and play with as you move through the month. And that question is, what does this moment want from me? Or some variation on that. They want this question to be a part of your daily life so that it reverses the old habit of saying, what do I want from this moment? What can I get out of this moment? How can I instrumentalize myself to optimize this moment to get more of what I think I should have? And that is the old system that we are forgiving, that we are releasing in May. And so one way to do that is to get curious. What does this moment want from me? Another way to do that is to get more specific, like you're having a conversation with somebody. And the question in the background for you could be, what does this conversation want from me? Or what does this person or this connection want from me? Another way to make it more concrete is to ask this question of the activities that you are doing throughout the day. Let's say you're doing some cleaning, doing some dishes. What does this activity want from me? And notice how that question just opens up a space, opens up an answer that happens in the living of it, the living of that moment, the living of that activity or connection or conversation. It brings out a quality. It might be something like, first, these dishes just want me to enjoy the experience. These dishes want me to complete the job, because that's what's happening, and to savor, to be present with it. And who knows? So you could go bigger. What does this job that I go to every day want from me? You could make it a bigger picture, more of a visioning thing. What does this X project I'm starting or in the middle of want from me today? You could also do it with locations. What does this place I'm in right now want from me? And this is not like, what is it trying to take from me? Like, what am I losing or sacrificing? This is not the quality of the question. It's from the heart. What does this place most want to support in me? Is another way to bring out the quality of the answer that this question from the records is offering, is suggesting. What what would this place most wish in its heart for me? Is another way to say that. Or what role does this place want me to have in the drama that's playing out in it? And again, see what that does to the quality of your activity or even the choices that you make. Let this question open up a deep informing of your body mind. So again, we're going through some deconditioning in May around action on behalf of wishes in the heart of this body mind, but also the context. So that last question is about a wish in the heart of the greater context that we are one and contiguous with. All right, those are the messages for May. Thank you so much for being in this ride with me. I so love it. If you're interested in one-on-ones and so on, head to my website. There's lots of info about that there. And I wish you an incredible May. Stay emerald, stay golden, stay you. You're needed, you're wanted. All right, take care.